Liberians all over Liberia and abroad, in the United States, in Europe, in Australia, in Asia, and other parts of the world. We are at the famous, as some people will dub it, infamous Butuo border. It's famous because it is a border between Ivory Coast and Liberia and connects the two people. President Tiawan came here in the 70s and dedicated this border, built a civil compound, built a presidential palace. But we call it famous because this is the place where the war, the civil conflict that destroyed Liberia and killed over 300,000 Liberians started from. That makes it infamous because this is the beginning of the killings of brothers and sisters, by brothers and sisters. We hope that it will never happen again. We hope that it will never happen again. But why did the war take place? It took place because of bad governance. Liberians are religiously tolerant. We've never had religious differences. The tribes for more than 100 years have not been fighting each other. We're happy with each other. In Nimba here, we have 6 tribes. We're happy with each other. We have had no problem with Granjidans. I went to school in Tapita with a lot of Granjidans, and a lot of Nimbayans were in Granjida going to school and doing business. We never had problems. But it was bad governance that brought hatred among the people of Liberia. Bad governance accentuated and stimulated by greed and stealing that denied the Liberian people of all of the essentials of better life. Good health, good educational system, better roads, electricity, and even our staple food, rice. And therefore there's hunger that persists in the country today. Look at Ivory Coast, right across. They have electricity, they have lights. I see 2 lights right at the border. On our side, there's no light. High level underdevelopment. We are at the border. Our leaders are not even shown any pride in saying, let us equally put lights at the border. So Liberia is dark in the night, Ivory Coast got light in the night. That's the sharp contrast that we have now. These are the challenges that we have. And these are the challenges of leadership. That's why I'm vying for the presidency of Liberia. I'm going around looking at the critical issues and the conditions under which people are living. When I become president, we will have lights at the border here too. We have better roads. No vehicle can come to the border now because the road lie in disrepair and not been maintained for years, it looks like. And only motorcycles come here. Yet on the Ivorian side, we see clearly that the motor vehicles come right down there. The ferry is not being used because the ferry should bring vehicles here, but there's no way for vehicles to go. We have a serious problem with lack of leadership in Liberia. The only thing that can change the condition is good leadership. Just like the Prime Minister of UAE said before, when he was asked, how come a barren desert that rely on camel and donkeys is now one of the first choices of tourists in the world? And his answer was, one word, leadership. Amen, good leadership. How come Rwanda fought war like us, and today Rwanda is a choice of tourists coming to Africa? Even some of our officials of the government are sending their family to Rwanda for good medical facilities. Their children are going to Rwanda. There are over 3,000 Liberians attending universities in Rwanda. And I'm told that it's $550 United States dollars the whole year. And then the standard of education there is very high. They have laboratories, science laboratories, computer laboratories. They have libraries. I've been to Rwanda twice, and I've always been impressed with the rule of law. There's law and order. The streets are clean, based on law and order, and they have a result-focused governance system. And so we cannot keep arguing that, oh, because we fought war in Liberia, Rwanda fought war too, and more people die in Rwanda than even here. And they are saying never again, because the war in Rwanda was caused by bad governance. They are changing it. The general living condition of the Rwandese is higher. They score high points on the United Nations Human Development Index. Liberia is at the lower echelon. Yet, we like to shamelessly say we are the oldest independent republic in Africa. How can we be boastful when Ivory Coast that gained independence in 1960 is so well developed? And the contrast is clearly shown right at the border here. They have lights. We don't have lights. This is something that we need to change. No leader, even President George, has not been here. Butuo. If you want to transform Liberia, how come you don't come to the source of our bad history? None of the presidential contenders have been here. I'm here. And I can boast, historically, I am the only politician that has come to this border. They don't care. They want to continue the same old thing. That's why I carry the broom. Want to wipe out negligence. Want to wipe out the don't care attitude of people who sit in Monrovia and only look for the next dime to fill their pockets. Want to show lack of love. Want to wipe out lack of love for the people of Liberia, lack of care. I'm here. We need this place to be an attractive connection between the two countries and to even make Butuo a tourist town. In any country, a place where this kind of thing happens can be developed, and there can be museums here that people can visit to say never again. That is not the priority of our leaders. Shame on all of them who don't care. I am for the Liberian people, that's why I'm here. I go to everywhere where there's problem. And I will visit every critical point in Liberia before the 2023 election. I thank all Liberians who are watching me now at the border, who are listening to me. Join me. Stand behind the broom revolution for transforming Liberia. I'm already doing that by doing politics a different way. Not by throwing money around. I don't have it. And even if I had it, as Spencer Clay, the LPP chairman in Nimba usually says, we are not going to treat Liberians as billy goats, showing cassava leaf to them, throwing money to them to be running behind us. We have to be serious about politics in Liberia. Respect people, talk about the problem and how we solve them. That's why I'm here. I'm a messenger with a good message for the transformation of Liberia. I thank you.